Rome, Greece, at the beginning of the last century. And as a thing of drawing, as a thing of painting, it's a new way of existing for the true being of the thing. It's the creation of a guitar without separation between its being and its existence. Because in drawing, in painting, a guitar is nothing else than its pure form. A guitar is a line, a curve. We can say that a description without place creates a sort of artificial world. This world does not obey the common law of separation between real being and appearances. In this world, or at least the question of the victory of the work of art, or at least in some points of this world, there is no difference between to be and to exist, or between to be and to seem, to appear. And we are like is the sun for Stevens. So it's a possible definition of a work of art. A work of art is a creation of a new sun. All this allows us to proceed in the direction of a relationship between art and politics. Classically, politics, revolutionary politics, is a description with places and not without places. You have social places, classes, racial and national places, minorities, foreigners, the poor, and so on. You have dominant places, wealth, power. You have war between two different places, and so on. And in the classical vision, a political process is a sort of totalization of different objective places. For example, you organize a political party as the expression of some social places with the aim of sizing the state power. But today, maybe, we have to create a new trend of politics beyond the domination of the places, beyond social, national, racial places, beyond gender and religions, a purely displaced politics with absolute equality as its fundamental concept. This sort of politics will be what we can name an action without place. And so the description without place as the definition of the work of art would be something like a paradigm for the action without place as a new definition for politics. Something like an international and nomadic creation with, as in a work of art, a mixture and of abstraction, violence, novelty, and final peace. We have to organize a new trend in politics beyond the law of places and of centralization of power. And in fact, we have to find a form of action where the political existence of everybody is not separated from its being. A point where we exist in the collectivity in so intense a fashion that we forget our internal division. Doing so, we become a new subject, not an individual, but a part of a new subject. Wallace Stevens writes about something like that at the end of a very beautiful and strange poem with a strange title, Final Soliloquy of the Interior par Amour. You know, Stevens was saying that French language and English language are the same. It was a good idea, in my opinion, but maybe it's not exactly true. I quote Stevens at the end of the extraordinary poem, in fact. Out of this same light, out of the central mind, we make a dwelling in the evening, in which being together is enough. Out of the same light, out of the central mind, we make a dwelling in the evening in which being together is enough. Yes, I think we have to build a new dwelling, a new house, where being together is enough. But for that, as Stephen says, we must change our mind. We must think out of the central mind and change the light too, out of this same light. We have to act in another light with the help of new form of arts. We must go into an action without places. And it is this action without places, which is a change of life and the construction of a new house. And this is precisely, I think, the goal of the contemporary art, to affirm a new world, not only by the strength of means like images, painting, colors, and so on, but also by the minimality of some marks and lines, of some shapes and words, of some sounds, very close to the inexistence of any place. The art must be the perfect example of an intensity of weakness, of victory of fragility, of victory of femininity, maybe. In a drawing, for example, the together is always the together of some vanishing particular forms to create a new universal form. And it is why, in a real work of art, together is enough. When we are before a true work of art, we have this conviction. We are together is enough. And we are together, yet nothing else. Maybe the new political trend after the contemporary crisis of politics is to create an action without place, the form of which is the creation of the possibility to say something like that in the political field. Together is enough. Thank you.